1 minute to go now. This will be historic, our first wave of athletes. 3, 2, 1, here we go. It is official, Old School is on.
All these individuals have been training for the last 7 months thinking they're never going to race in 2020. And C3 and the gang put together Old School Triathlon. Little small waves, 6, 7 people. Sometimes it's just your own family, socially distanced. You get to swim in this absolutely fantastic and healthy James Dick Quarry. And then from here, you head over onto the bike and run course. It's all about small groups, having fun, old school. You keep track of the time yourself. We do also double time it, but this is old school. Want to wear a wetsuit? Wear one. Don't want to wear a wetsuit? Don't have to. Want to go without a singlet all day long? You can do that too, but you got to have a good helmet, a working bike, and a positive attitude. We've got sprint, Olympic, as well as long course, and you can do it as an aqua bike, as a duathlon or a triathlon. It goes from today all the way through to the middle of September. We get some of the best pros in the world planning to race. People like Jackson Landry, Taylor Reed, Kirsten Marchand, just to name a few of those athletes. The best juniors are gonna be racing here. You've got first timers, you've got it all, and it's old school. It may be the only place you're racing triathlon in Canada this year. Heading now from the water over to our transition zone. We got 2 different race courses depending on the week, but today's course is gonna be over on what's called the escarpment. Fantastic pavement, doing some vertical climbing here in Caledon and a beautiful run on our rail trail. So it's keeping everything kind of old school in the format. We're using the beautiful Caledon rail trail. It's absolutely spectacular. Tree lined. If you have never been up here, it's a good place to run. Nice soft gravel, the old kind of railroad that's now got that flat section. The entire run for the escarpment course is going to be on the rail trail. Transition right here, and we even have ability for you just to come right off the bike. You don't have to wait longer than a couple of minutes, but you have up to 10 minutes to wait. So old school format, it's swim, bike, run with a little bit of fun in between. Right here at the rail trail, yep. Okay, you're going north on up what's called Heart Lake Road. You're going to hit the Grange, there'll be an arrow through it. You're going to hit Escarpment Road, there's an arrow through it. And halfway up, before you get to Charleston Side Road, you're going to see a 180-degree turn with a sign that says Sprint and Olympic, turn back. So now you're coming back downhill. You're going to come through Escarpment, and when you get to Grange, there's going to be an arrow pointing you left. It's the only left in the entire course. You go 1 concession over to a horseshoe. You're going to make a right-hand turn down to Old Baseline, right-hand turn up to Heart Lake, right back to where we're at. That's 1 loop. It's getting hot. Well, we got just about everything happening here. It's the major triathlon transition zone, and maybe of all of Canada this weekend. The bike and run start right here at the rail trail. If you kind of take a look down here, this is the hub of where all the activity, the energy's over here. The music's here. They finish their bike. It's 1, 2, or 3 laps, depending on whether they're in long course. Long course will be 3. We got today people doing the sprint and the Olympic. A little place to kind of relieve yourself right here as you go by the famous Porta-John. And then you can see this world-class famous transition zone. The bikes are here. Some guys are already out onto the run. Others still coming off the bikes. Beautifully shaded transition area. Get the shoes on, get a few calories in, and you come back here twice or 3 times depending on the race that you're in, but it's all old school, little on your watch, a little bit with this amazing woman here, Elizabeth. This is actually better than Mark Roy and chip timing. This woman is so accurate, you don't need a chip. Old school, Elizabeth's gonna get you results.
Any tips for people riding the bike course, Hans?
Yeah, push the pedal down. So it's hilly. It's a hilly bike course. Relax on the downhill and push it on the uphill. That's all I can say.
Lots of people are wondering, like, how do you do this? We've got literally waves of just 5 or 6. It's your family members, it's your friends. We got some 13-year-olds out here today. All you got to do is go to the website, www.c3online.ca. All the details for the next 12 weeks of racing, sprint, Olympic, long course. One of our courses in a completely closed subdivision. You don't even have to worry at all about getting run over by any cars. Here you can kind of see our guys are coming back on the run right now. They still got 1 more lap to go. And that's a 13-year-old running like a machine out there on that run course. Awesome work, Jeff. Great work, girl. What a runner. What a runner.
How was it for you?
Hot. Really, really hot.
Any advice for people racing?
More water.
Not only is this old school historic for triathlon, the lease in a jersey in July and they haven't lost out of the playoffs, historic.
I'm just celebrating the Stanley Cup, sort of in a temporal, social distancing kind of way. I'm just getting ahead of the game. Goalie Stoke.
Feeling old school?
I'm feeling just old.
First female finish of the day. Did you get your run split at? Just confer with Elizabeth.
How was the race experience?
Wonderful. They did a great job organizing everything, and it was fun, as always.
A year ago, this lady was in a hospital bed, and here she is a year later doing the Old School Triathlon.
Words of advice for people racing?
Just go out and enjoy and cheer everyone else on.